terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Paul with another miss. Now Los Angeles with it. It's George on the wing. Booker defending. Jackson against Paul. 6 to shoot. George, right side. From the corner. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. It kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Covington's checked in for the Clippers. John Wall comes in for Jackson. Wall. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
The lift still there for Wall. Awesome to see him competing, especially when you remember that serious Achilles injury.
Now here's Paul. Jacks up a 3. They grab their own miss. Ayton passes to Bridges. Outside for Booker. From behind the arc. And the Suns miss again. Here we go. And the jam by George.
Yeah, Paul George not waiting around, wanting to get out in transition, run the floor, and become a dangerous weapon on the perimeter.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. It's stolen by Wall. In transition, here come the Clippers. Throws it up high. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And the Suns pushing it up now. George against Booker. Ooh, a terrific shot on the turnaround.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Outside Wall. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Paul. Booker for 3. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers in the lead. For 3, George. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. George has got 5 now.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG can be an MVP caliber player.
And that one's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Wall. Kicks it to George. From deep. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Effortless from Paul George, knocking it down off the good pass.
There's a minute 40 left in the first. Stolen by Wall. Kicks it to George. Nice move. And the shot goes down. 10 points for him.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. It's Bridges on the wing to the paint. And Ayton with the stuff.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Here's Wall. Now here's George. Shot clock at 5. Here's Zubac. Kicks it to George. From outside the arc. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
It's just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Paul against Wall. Here's Booker. Got a hand on it. Here's George. He's got 13. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard outside.
You can't be reckless guarding Kawhi Leonard. He feels out defenders so well and exploits them when they overcommit.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 shots.
And Leonard drops them both. There's 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's a three from Paul. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. So it's Phoenix now. It's a 10-point game. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Now here's Wall. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Leonard outside. Out to Covington. Pass to George. The baseline, Jay. Good on the jump shot. George has got 15 points.
There are these nights where he just decides to start dominating offensively, and Paul George making it look like that tonight.
Over to the left wing. Ayton finds Booker. Oh, George with a steal. And the jam by George.
And Paul George had great position that time, an easy deuce.
Paul against Wall. Paul shot is off.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Covington. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Up top, George. He's guarded by Paul. George's shot is off. And the Suns shooting only 25% from the floor. Not great. Booker for three. No good there. And Los Angeles the other way now. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Well, Brett, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tiffs, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But, look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your board a little bit. And that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee. And that goes for both sides.
Now here's Leonard.
Hey, yo, right here.
Zubac with a screen on Craig. Here's Leonard.
2 minutes remaining.
Again, the Clippers score.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Outside wall. Leonard on the wing. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Give that one to Jay Crowder.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks. Zubac passes to George. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. George has got 22.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Here's Payne. Pass to Craig. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Payne against Wall. Leonard on the wing. To the middle. Here's Covington. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Covington, it gets underappreciated, but a guy who runs the floor, he'll guard a bunch of different positions, he'll hit three-point shots. That's a lot of complimentary stuff.
For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Left side wall. Here's Covington. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Okay, Allie, appreciate it.
11. The Clippers, 31.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Paul George has been sensational.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the 1. Paul passes to Booker. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Defensive foul.
Devin Booker is such a natural and gifted scorer. Even when he gets hit on that play, he stays in control with that shot.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Zubac's with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. That's a foul called on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Wall against Paul. Pass to Leonard. Clock at 4. Zubac's with a screen on Bridges. And Leonard, here we go. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Leonard's got 8. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Now here's Wall. Down low. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Assisted by.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
The Suns shooting 35% so far in this one. Paul against Wall. Pass to Aiden. And stolen by Covington. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 6. Paul with a steal. In transition, here come the Suns. From the arc, sinks the tray. 6 points for him.
Well, the defense has to stay up on Chris Paul. When he sees separation, he's going to find an angle to get you.
Outside Wall. It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Johnson, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Not sure how he finds himself. It's so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Paul. Let's go with a 3. Doesn't go for him.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Bridges passes to Booker. It's stolen by Leonard. To the paint.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Here's Paul. Nice shot from the wing. Paul's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside Covington. Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. And Craig pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. To the inside, and stolen by Leonard. Now Covington. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. Fades. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Pass to Šarić. And Šarić throws it down.
The defense not putting up much of a fight as Šarić gets to the rim.
Outside Wall. Timeout called. The Clippers.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
Timeout.
Loudest section in the arena gets free t-shirts.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And the Clippers call time here.
Timeout.
Who won the t-shirt? Make some noise, Phoenix, for your Suns Breaker Dance Crew. That was your Suns Breaker Dance Crew. Show them some love.
Here's Leonard. 14 points for him.
For the Clippers. Here comes some t-shirts.
Outside Wall.
Get up out of your seats.
Clock at 6. It's George on the wing.
And it's your one and only Suns.
And it's Lee with the rebound. Now here's Payne. Oh, a special move before that shot. Payne's got his first bucket in this one.
Throwing off his defender to get to the shot. Campaign with a nimble move.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays. So valuable.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. They've got Dario Saric, Damian Lee out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Jay Crowder, and it's Craig in at the power forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Wall. Pass to George. Out to Covington. George outside. Shot from the wing. Count it. George has got 24.
He is the story for them offensively and a big reason why they're ahead.
Outside Craig. Fires for 3. Back to Lee. And he banks in the layup.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
A few possessions into the 4th, just over a minute played. Pass to Covington. And here's George. Spins. Shoots. Covington passes to George. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Substitution on the court.
Boy, the Suns are struggling. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Paul against Wall. Ayton, a screen on Wall. Paul. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Wall. Pass to George. Back to Wall. Over Paul, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Lee, he's checked in for the Suns.
Now into the lineup for your Suns.
Here's Paul.
Damian Lee.
Outside for Booker. Launches a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton.
Third personal foul.
That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Booker against George. Pass to Wall. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Outside Booker for 3. Bridges with it. Booker finds Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from 12. And again, it's the Suns missing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. Paul with the double. Outside Wall. It's George on the wing. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Up again.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And the basket by Lee.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Clippers.
Well, I have to comment on their strong performance tonight at the charity stripe.
And it might have won them the game. The ability to draw fouls and capitalize can be a real difference maker.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Paul George.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
56 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Covington. Back to George. Here's Leonard. Fader on the way. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Clippers lead by 17.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
The three, Booker. Rebound by the Clippers. 22 was their biggest lead. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Outside Covington. George, right side. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
A well-dressed group of Timberwolves as they made their way to the locker room. They love playing in front of their raucous home crowd. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post-tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Edwards drives in. He kicks to Towns. Here's the 3. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Towns. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Jackson dishes to George. Over Prince. Leonard against Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Prince. Edwards with it. Leonard picks him up. Stolen by Jackson. It's tipped. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Stolen by Jackson. One-on-one fast break. And it's George finishing it off.
Jackson, great anticipation on the steal, then quickly gets them out in transition.
Outside, Russell. Dishes to Prince. The kick out to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers grab the miss. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Second chance shot. Three-pointer. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. Prince in the corner. So looking it over. From deep. That shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Minnesota leading by 5. 124 left here in the opening quarter. Gobert against Leonard from the baseline. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Clippers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Here's George. No good on the shot.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
Great execution. He got the ball in the right spot, and he delivered with the turnaround.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Paul comes in for Jackson. Timberwolves leading by 5. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Edwards, and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
And it's Paul George with the finish.
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Up top, Russell fires high post. The shot misses.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He finishes with 9 points in the...
Your Timberwolves defense team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. Russell passes to Edwards. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steal. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Wall against Russell. Here's Gobert. Makes it off the glass. Gobert's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
Entering the league raw offensively, Gobert's developed a few moves in the inside.
Here's George. Great D that time from Edwards. Stolen by George. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Gobert with the block. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
From deep. Los Angeles with another miss.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Timberwolves on offense. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. For 3, Edwards. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard kicks to Zubac. George against Russell. There's the pass to Wall. Clock at 6. Driving the lane.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion. Loving the hustle.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
A minute 50 left in the first half. Oh, Russell in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
And that's okay. Even though you missed, you had the right guy taking the shot.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Clippers trail by 11. Wall passes to Covington. Back to Wall. Outside Leonard. Outside for George. Three-pointer. That doesn't go either for George.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. It's stolen by Gobert. Prince dishes to Towns. At the elbow, it's Gobert. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
17 foul.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
Here's Edwards. At the top of the key, Gobert. Outside, Towns. Edwards. Excellent D there from George. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 11. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. All with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here's George. Off the mark. Had a chance to trim it to single digits. Outside Edwards. All with the steal. And stolen by Russell. And that concludes the first half. Minnesota on top. They lead by 90, David. And we'll be back. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And George kicks to Wall. Into the lane. And the slant dunk by Wall.
At times, Wall can be so explosive here, playing downhill, and then just sails over the defense for the dunk.
Covington with the steal. Towns with the steal. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Outside, Russell. Going inside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gobert pulls it in.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind. But in reality, it didn't work.
And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Lets it fly. And so the Clippers with another turnover.
And really, that's why you don't want to go up and look at that.
Nice. Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court. And then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Minnesota leading by 6. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. It's Russell with the drive. Prince outside. Passes it to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by Covington. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to George. Can't hit that one. Towns with the defensive effort. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Prince, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter. Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
And George kicks the wall. Leonard trying to break free. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Edwards finds Russell. Back to Edwards. Fires for three. That one no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard draws the double, and D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's George.
And as a defender, Edwards' speed and agility make him tough to shake. No easy shots with him on you.
It's Edwards on the wing. Off target from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, his recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Outside Leonard. Up top, Covington. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple Finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is. You know, when you have a guy like Kawhi Leonard, so much of what you do goes through him. You trust him. You trust his abilities.
Outside, Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And the second free throw, good. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 16th rebound on the night. Puts one up from 19, and there it is for him. Prince has got his second basket of the game.
Really impressive. Prince has put in the work to diversify his offense. More comfortable now from mid-range.
Here's George. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. The Timberwolves shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Outside, Towns. And so it's Minnesota in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. The defensive work they've done. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Here's George. Kept alive.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He has led this team in rebounding and also taken on the role of enforcer.
Outside Covington. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. The shot by George, wide open. Offline with his three.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
And Towns throws it down.
And how about the athleticism from Towns there? Skying up with ease to power through on that alley-oop.
The three from George. And it's George again missing. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Towns with the steal. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Great execution, big target, perfect delivery. That's a tall task to defend Rudy Gobert.
Back to George. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
George against Edwards. Kicks to Prince. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And it's Leonard missing. Timberwolves leading by 13. And here's Prince outside. Wall grabs the board. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Gobert with the block. Takes it out to Leonard. Looking for George. He gets it there. Back to Leonard. 6 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside, Towns. From deep three-point range, the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 19 rebounds. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Ball passes to George. The tray drills the three-pointer. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Bounce pass, Russell. Now here's Edwards. Towns wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Leonard from three. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Outside, Russell. Over to the left wing. Pass to Prince. Here's another rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
Shot clock at 6. It's Edwards on the wing. Leonard against Prince. It's George on the wing. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Shoots the three. It doesn't go for him. And Minnesota now the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Edwards looking it over. He dishes it to Towns. Out to Russell. The three. Kept alive, Minnesota. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. And here's George. It's stolen by Edwards. And so Minnesota takes the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. First.
Both of these teams, Richard, both great passing squads. Two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
Yeah, it's a beautiful brand of ball, for sure. Just a joy to watch. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in it to one.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jared knows what to do.
It's George on the wing. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Graham.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. John Wall comes in for Jackson.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And we're about a minute into the first. Here's Wall, and the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
So it's the Grizzlies now. The Clippers getting their last shot to go.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Now Los Angeles with it. Outside Covington. Leonard outside. Jackson against Covington. It's George on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Covington. Shot from the top of the key. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Bain. That one is off. Good D by Covington. Here's Wall. The Grizzlies pull it in. From deep, Bain. It's rebounded by Zubac.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
George's shot is off.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Counted from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
George outside. Fires the three. No good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right out.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. A minute 58 left in the opening quarter. And there's Leonard on the assist from Covington.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Brooks outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on even to Zubac.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
Wall finds George. And here's Covington, defended by Jackson. Covington passes to George. And the jam by George.
Imposing his will out there. PG-13. Love to see him attack the rim like that.
Jackson outside. Lets it fly. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
George against Bain. It's George with the drive. Soft touch off the glass. George has got 6.
Yeah, great job by George. Now, part of what makes him such a great wing is his crazy ability off the bounce.
Pass to Jackson. Rebound by the Clippers. To the wing on the left. Wall for 3. Leonard against Brooks. Tipped. Outside Bain. Releases. Outside for Brooks. And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Covington. The shot misses. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. It's the Grizzlies.
Please give a big round of applause.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Leonard. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Memphis leading. Here's Brooks.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Zubac. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Looking to slow it down here, run a play.
Which is interesting because they've done much better playing with pace.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Pass to Bain. Jackson outside. Puts up a 3. Right side Moran. Back to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Wall. And stolen by Covington. In transition, here they come. And there's the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Jackson with it. Checked by Wall. And the dunk by Jackson.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
George drives in.
And reminding everyone of his athleticism, George can still get up and drop the hammer.
The speed John Wall plays the game has always been the thing that sets him apart. And even as he's pushing the tempo, he just stays in control.
Well, you talk about Wall's speed, Richard. There are too many players quicker to start the break than him.
He loves to get out and run. If Wall has a chance to push it and catch the D off balance, he'll do it. Just the kind of mindset you want at the point. For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Zubac passes to Wall. Drives to the hoop. And the big finish by Wall.
Still possesses impressive quickness. When Wall charges inside, he's tough to stop from scoring.
Pass to Adams. Back to Brooks. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
And this kind of sixth slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
That's right. PG shows these fools what's up.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Morant with it. Guarded now by George. From deep, Bain. Good. And the setup by Morant. Bane's got 8 points in the quarter.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Here's George. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Ball control, body control, and a nice touch. All the ingredients you need for a smooth reverse.
Morant against Wall. Left side Morant. Brooks from outside. Here's Jackson. Misses off the left iron.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Shoots it from the corner. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. The three is up. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Bane against George. Wing shot on the way. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And just taking what the defense gives up. George is such a smart player who has no problem shooting from there.
Jackson with a screen on George. Morant finds Jackson. Good D by Covington.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Jackson. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers trail. Here's George. And George with the jam.
An elite player in this league. It's Paul George stepping up, scoring in bunches tonight.
Outside Morant. 2 on the clock. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
That free throw misses.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first.
The Clippers, 24.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paul George has been sensational.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
The 3 from Bane. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's George. And George with the jam.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
That's just terrifying coming down the lane. I mean, when Leonard is attacking with ferocity, man, the D has to foul.
And an annual ritual, players finding out their ratings at NBA 2K. All right, Richard, you were customarily happy with your rating, yes?
I didn't really care, but a part of my condition of working for 2K is they said that they will retroactively change my rating to 100. The first 100 player.
You deserve it, man. And the three-pointer goes.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Outside Covington. Wall, the pass to George. From deep. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Three-pointer, Brooks. That shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard outside. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Bain finds Adams. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. George for 3. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Brooks. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played, and another miss by Memphis. Leonard can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. The open shot by Brooks. No good, a bit long that time. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Leonard passes to George. And the officials call a traveling violation.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Left side Bain. It's stolen by Wall. Pass to George. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And he's going for the oop here. Morant. It's good on the putback.
And this is who Ja Morant is. He just doesn't quit really getting after it on the glass.
And George with the jam.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Clippers. Covington's got 6 rebounds in the game.
The physicality of George. His coaches and teammates encourage him to attack and draw contact.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis. And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
That one's no good. Memphis has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. And here's Morant outside. Rebound by the Clippers. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
In BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Now here's Leonard. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got 5 now.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
Pass to Bain. It's stolen by Wall. In transition, here come the Clippers. And the big finish by Wall.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Morant, the pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Just 3 on the clock. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Makes his...
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard all night. Not an easy task by any means. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard position.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Here's Wall. Here he goes. It's good.
George can make the tough passes. He can also make the easy ones, too. No way he was going to miss the wide-open man on that one.
Morant with it. Pass to Adams. Jackson outside. Memphis the rebound. The Clippers trail. Here's Leonard. Grizzlies with the rebound. Bane's got 4 rebounds now. From deep, Morant. Adams, the pass to Bane. Outside for Brooks. There's the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Here's Wall. Oh, Morant with the block. Bane against Covington. Inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. And stolen by Bane. To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Leonard attacking. And Morant clears the board. Memphis has gone 0 for 3 here in the 4th. Going inside. And stolen by Covington.
Memphis foul. Stephen Adams. Fifth personal foul.
That's good from George.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
And no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Down low. Here's Morant. Second chance effort. Adams, the pass to Morant. Over Wall. The 3 from Bane. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 7 tonight. George, no good. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Here's Brooks. And some very quick points for him on that possession. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 41% in this game. Outside Covington. Leonard on the wing. Back to Covington. With the drive. Oh, Adams with the block. Pass to Jackson. Out to the right wing. Back to Adams. Brooks from outside. And they get it back. Bane finds Morant. From deep. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers running out of time. So far in the 4th, they've allowed just 6 points. Wall, the pass to George. Count that bucket. George has got 24.
He can do damage from just about anywhere on the floor. When you let George get position inside like that, he's guaranteed to finish.
And the foul called on John Wall. That'll be a second foul of the game. And we've got 1:18 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Now Morant from deep 3-point range. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They trail by 9. Bane against George. 54 seconds left in the 4th. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Leonard for 3. Adams grabs the miss. To the inside. Morant against Wall. Now here's Morant. Jackson outside. The 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
Brooks outside. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
He gets the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Would have been nice to drain them all, but he did enough to put this one in the bag.
And so Memphis takes this one.
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy.
Here we go.
These guys are ready to go. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Now here's Leonard. Pass to Jackson. Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points in the ballgame. Kicks it out to Johnson. No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. Here's Jackson. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Morris, no good.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now here's Booker. Johnson, the pass to Paul. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard looking around. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, the claw in complete command of the ball on the way up. Nicely done.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable score.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Marcus Morris has tremendous size, and he is willing to find his teammates when they're open. That's nicely done.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Paul finds Bridges. Paul against Morris. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Bridges.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Jackson passes to George.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Dishes to Leonard. Bridges with the board. The Suns trailing. Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Leonard attacking, and it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Bridges. Kicks it out to Booker. Launches a 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Robert Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. John Wall comes in for Jackson. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. And here's Booker from the arc. They get it back. Ayton. Paul outside. Another shot, and Johnson lays it in. And that'll tie this game up.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
Here's Wall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The veteran play of John Wall, understanding how to make the official make a call right there. Draws the contact. Nicely done.
John Wall at the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. Phoenix has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Covington down low. He's guarded by Johnson. Paul for 3, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's the end of the first quarter and not much scoring. It remains close. Clippers ahead, up 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the...
And your Clippers, Houston team. Please walk across the floor.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Ball passes to George. And George with the stuff.
Well, we've always known Paul George can be a high flyer. Woo-hoo, that was nicely done.
Booker in the post. Working on Zubac. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Booker. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
For 3, Booker. Wall grabs the board. Clippers leading by 5. And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Zubac kicks to Wall. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Can't get it to fall. Suns trail by 5. On the wing, Booker, defended by George. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it, the fast break chance. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Wide open look. Covington. Great positioning on the putback. Covington's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
Booker against George. Count that one. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The offensive rebound. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Hunter kicks to Covington. Pass to Wall. 5 to shoot. George with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doors, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks. I love Robert Covington's story. Here's an undrafted player out of Tennessee State who's now made a very long, productive NBA career as a 3-and-D player and just one of the hardest workers in the league.
Booker dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, that's a determined scorer right there. DeAndre Ayton showing a little toughness on the interior finish.
Ball against Wall. And George with the stuff.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The ability to drive with either hand. Booker gets the defender on his heels, draws the foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he could get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. He'll serve as a deadly third option for L.A.
Boy, the consistent greatness of Chris Paul, playmaker, scorer, defender, leader, year after year. Chris Paul silences any doubt about his place in this game.
Covington's shot is off. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. They trail by 3. Here's Bridges. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Leonard. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, what makes Kawhi so problematic in the pick and roll? He can do about anything he wants out of it, including keep the basketball.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Count it. Los Angeles leading by 3. All taking his time here. And he finishes nicely on the way. Wall's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, John Wall's physical strength and willingness to embrace contact has always made that part of his game.
Back to Paul. It could go. And that one released in time, but no good. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Your Clippers, 22. The Suns, 17.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Clippers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Wall attacking. Here's Zubac. The shake. He kicks it to Wall. Outside Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. That one wide left.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
There's Lee with the 3. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Leonard against Saric. Outside, Wall. Outside, George. Goes up the baseline. That one falls. George has got 6 points.
Yeah, there are times where you've got to get to that mid-range jump shot, and Paul George has got it to perfection.
Bain looking around. And there's the pass to Saric. That 3 off the mark. Clippers leading by 4. Covington passes to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Here's Payne. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. The Suns have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. No good on that one.
Paul George, second personal foul.
And he's good on the second. Clippers with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Outside, Wall. It's George on the wing, covered by Lee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
It's his first trip to the line.
Paul George.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Now here's Payne, covered by Wall. To the right side. Craig down low. Defended by Covington. Clippers leading by 7. Leonard inside. He's against Crowder. Leonard inside. He has 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got 8 points.
We're beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Lee banked in off the glass. Lee's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Here's Wall. Zubac trying to break loose. A nice shot by Wall. Wall's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And here's Payne. Here's Craig. The rebound by Paul George.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Covington setting the pick for George. And George with the stuff.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Craig. The kick out to Crowder. Lee outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
LA timeout.
For viewers, timeouts a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Here's the number for your Clippers.
15 seconds left to play in the third. Covington setting the pick for George. And no good. Good D by Johnson. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Just 3 on the clock. Good D by Covington. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basket. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
Here's Wall. Right side, Leonard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position, draws contact there.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Suns trail by 13. Booker looking around to the paint. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Booker.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Wall passes to Covington. Back to Wall from outside the arc. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And Booker kicks to Paul. The layup off target.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Kicks it out to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Ayton. Bridges, no one around him. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Wall. In the corner, George with it. Ball against Wall. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Reaches up top. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Covington with the steal. Los Angeles leading by 10. Zubac finds George, and there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Now, here's Zubac. Clock at 6. 18 feet out.
A smart defender. Booker can anticipate and uses good balanced movement to get in position.
And that's an intentional foul.
John Wall. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Trailing by 10. Call for 3.
Now, believe it or not, defense might be John Wall's strong suit. When he's locked in, he can be stifling.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. George against Booker. Outside, Covington. Outside for George. 4 on the clock. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Suns trail by 10. Booker is screen on Wall. Paul. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George.
When Chris Paul gets into the teeth of the defense, make no mistake, this guy's in attack mode because he wants to go to the foul line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Paul against Wall. Outside for George. 6 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
And both free throws good for Paul George. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. No one covering.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Leonard draws the double. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. George against Booker. 6 on the shot clock. George double teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden.
Now, Covington. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Just 5 to shoot. George with the ball. Offensive rebound. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Probably. All right, David, great job. Thanks. So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Now here's Anderson. Shot clock at 6. And here's Edwards from the arc. Morris with the rebound. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. Brett, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Ball comes in for Jackson. Edwards with another miss. Ball against Russell. Ball passes to Leonard. Now the dish to Covington. The layup missed.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He talked to me about the importance of protecting the rim, challenging opponents at the top of the jump and making it difficult for them to convert easy baskets. But to have a chance of that, they have to expend energy getting back in transition, which will help close down those driving lanes. So guys, we'll see where their energy lies throughout this game.
Thanks, David.
And still possesses that blinding quickness. Wall terrific at reading defenses and angles and just knifing himself inside.
Now, here is Russell. Second shot opportunity. Anderson finds Russell. Fires the 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Covington passes to George. A 3-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Trying to end the drought, and Russell puts it in.
Again, Russell able to dance behind the screen, and once he's able to set you up like that, it's over.
Outside, George. There's the 3. The shot that time, not on target. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
1:58 left in the first quarter. And Robert Covington picks up the foul.
Robert Covington.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Edwards. Here he goes. Blocked again.
You see why he gets blocks. Covington's length is always there.
Leonard attacking and then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Ball against Russell. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Stolen by Zubac. It's 2-on-1. Here's George. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Clippers leading by 6.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Second team foul.
George, no good on the free throw.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside, George. Anderson with the block. And he's able to get it back. No one near Wall as he lets it go. His three-pointers off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 6. Edwards dishes to Anderson. Lobbed up there for Edwards. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Pass to Leonard. Driving inside. From deep, Wall. And it's Russell with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Love to see this from Russell as he's one of the league's most gifted passers.
Here's Wall. Back to George. 3 seconds left. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clip. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Anderson is out there with Gobert, and it's Russell in at the 1 spot.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from 2-point land, 3-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
Russell against Wall. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's George, and then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest, maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
Timberwolves trail by 8. McDaniels in the post. Leonard's there. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers shooting the ball at 42%. And Wall slams it home.
You can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Anderson with the ball. Now Covington defending. They recover it. McDaniels. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Timberwolves gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That one misses. Clippers leading by 9. Here's George. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Here's Russell. Bucket is good. Russell's got his second basket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Outside Leonard. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Wall finds Leonard. And then jammed down as he goes right over Kyle Anderson.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
So looking it over. Anderson inside, defended by Covington. Russell with a wide open look. Here's Gobert, feeds to Russell, stolen by Zubac. And here we go again, the Clippers on the break. Here's George. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Kawhi Leonard is just phenomenal at the line. Another part of his game that's improved.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Clippers?
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
They have also been superb at blocking shots. Just the timing has been impeccable, setting the tone on the defensive end and making those guys think about what they're doing with the ball.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Outside, Wall. And there's the drive. Here's Zubac. Leonard kicks to Covington. Over Anderson. Nails the baby hook. And the Clippers lead by 14.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. It's good shot selection, great consistency. Well, Russell, throughout the course of the game, wants to constantly put pressure on the defense. He did so there.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
The kick out to Wall. Stolen by McDaniels. Anderson against Wall. Anderson passes to Edwards. 36 seconds left in the first half of the game. Clippers leading by 15. Here's George. The kick out to Wall. Back to George. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
Russell passes to Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubac.
That was a clever move to try to lose the defender in midair there, even if he didn't knock down the shot.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Clippers ahead, leading by 17. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And it's out of bounds, last touch by Edwards. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And the layup falls. Leonard's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Clippers. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
He hits the second from the line.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on. Kawhi Leonard's game is just so special. He's so talented at getting to his spots, doing it with patience and poise, and capitalizing.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Baseline try. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 8 points. Clippers leading by 20. Outside, Wall. Leonard on the wing. Back to Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Zubac's no good. Timberwolves trail by 20. Russell dishes to Anderson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Russell against Wall. Outside Leonard. Covington inside the line. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. McDaniels finds Anderson. Gobert trying to get open. Anderson's shot is off. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's George, and he drives in. Not going to go that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Edwards. He hangs, and he lays it up and in. Edwards got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Leonard kicks the Wall. In the corner, George with it. Lobbed up there for Anderson. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Here's Wall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
So crafty on the drive. When Wall is in attack mode, he really puts a ton of pressure on the D.
Good on the 2nd free throw. 1:33 left in the 3rd. Russell against Wall. Now here's Edwards. Guarded closer. Here's Russell with the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 8 rebounds in this game. George passes to Covington. Edwards looking it over. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 17. Here's George. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lobbed up there for Anderson. Stolen by George. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Passes it to Covington. Back to George. 36 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Clock at 6. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Corner shot. Rebound by the Clippers. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
There's 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's Russell with the drive. Here's Anderson. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Los Angeles feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Minnesota, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Anderson is out there with McDaniels, and it's Gobert into the center position. Gobert with the block, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Timberwolves trail by 14. Outside Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Paul George with the steal. It's deflected. Stolen by Anderson. Shoots. No good that time. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And a deep 3 from George from beyond the arc and then some. And the Clippers lead by 17.
We've seen George hit some threes from way downtown before, and he's at it again.
Poked loose. Stolen by George. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Leonard. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
And George kicks to Wall. Back to George. Six on the shot clock. Lets it go with the 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
For Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. The pass to Zubac. The kick out to Wall. Pass to George. Back to Wall. Now here's George. The 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Stolen by George. Here's Wall.
Oh,
yes, sir.
And how great is it to see Wall there with the slam? I mean, overcoming that serious heel injury.
Anderson passes to Gobert. He can't hit that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard on the wing. Edwards defending. Anderson with the block.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
McDaniels. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
George dishes to Leonard. The kick out to Wall. For 3, Covington. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 15. Anderson can't get it to go. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. A three from Leonard. The rebound by Anderson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And finished off by McDaniel.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And George kicks to Leonard. The kick out to Wall. From deep. And Robert Covington gets the three.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kawhi Leonard.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. With the drive. Pass to Zubac. Outside, George. Takes a three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 14-point game. And Anderson kicks to McDaniel. And a miss there on the triple. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Now here's Covington. Outside, George. He dishes it to Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. From downtown. George, no good. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. So the Clippers winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I'm happy.
matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks, and it's Morant in at the point.
The length and quickness of George is so difficult to guard against. That really compromises the defense, forcing them to foul.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Adams' shot is off. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
And the rejection by Zubac. And here is Bain. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Outside, Bain. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Wall passes to Leonard. Outside for George. Misses the three. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Brooks finds Bain. Leonard with the steal. All with it. Covington with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Pass to Zubac. It's stolen by Adams. And now the Grizzlies fast break. And a wide open look for Bain. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. George against Brooks. Zubac the pass to Covington. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And finished off by Morant.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
George takes the turnaround J. That's good. And so Wall with the assist.
And how do you guard this? It's hard to stop the turnaround J when it's done like that.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Wall against Morant. Outside Jackson. Shoots over Covington. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. Bain for 3. Hit the tip. Out to Brooks for the 3. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Jackson. Tries again. Brooks grabs the board.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Here's Morant. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
George, that's a two-pointer. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Outside, George. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Leonard kicks to George. It's a very good look and converts. George has got 6 points.
And, boy, he's got terrific feel on that jump shot. That's how George knocks down those catch-and-shoot jumpers in the blink of an eye.
Now here's Morant. Off target with his three.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Morant.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Bain passes to Jackson. Bain looking around. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And the second quarter will be on the way. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. Here's Morant. Following the basket by John Wall. And Morant throws it down.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
John Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
And the Grizzlies with possession to the middle. Adams outside. Back to Morant. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard attacking Grizzlies with the rebound.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
The 3 from Morant. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Look, when you're as explosive as Joe, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Ball passes to Leonard. Inside. To the inside. Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it. Deep 2 from Brooks. Misses off the left iron. The Clippers trail. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Bain.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
To the paint, Covington with the steal. 3-on-3. George with no one around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Jackson against Covington. Here's Adams. It's hauled in by Zubats for Los Angeles. They've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And George, here we go. Leonard. Zubats kicks to Wall. Clippers moving the ball around. And that one, good. And now it's a 3-point Clipper lead. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question. Somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Morant with it. 9 points in the game so far. Brooks outside. Adams trying to free himself up. And again, Memphis no good. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Leonard to the middle. Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
The 3 from Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Covington's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
Outside Leonard. Baseline jumper. And he overshot that one, missing. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
36 seconds left in the first half. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
Morant passes to Bing. For three. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And George kicks to Zubac. And the pass to Wall. It's George on the wing. And George with the stuff.
And on offense, George has looked totally focused. He's clearly committed to having a big game tonight.
Adams with the screen on Wall. Leonard with the steal. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers.
With the score, your Clippers, 26. The Grizzlies, 17.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. And here's Leonard. Following Ja Morant's 3. The kick out to Wall. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Leonard with the steal. Zubac. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Bane, no good.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it. Amazing that Bane fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range of his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
He also loved that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
And he nails the 3rd.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
And Leonard gets it to go.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Morant. 14 points for him. Here's Jackson. He dishes it to Adams. Bane for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Bane's got 7 points in the game.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Kicks it out to Covington. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Covington's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers. Here's Morant. Outside Jackson. From the arc. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Richard, you grew up in Arizona. What do you think of the Suns right now and what they've done the last 2 seasons?
Oh, how much time do you got? All my friends back home are just loving it. Chris Paul, he has helped change the culture with Monty Williams. Great job by the front office. They have put in so much young talent, and they have coached them up. They are a complete team. And like I said, how much time you got? We could do this all day.
We could indeed. And both free throws good for Paul George. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Adams with the screen on Wall. Now here's Morant for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. He can't get that one to fall. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one. Free throw good, Bane. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Now Morant. 14 points for him. And Adams kicks to Brooks. And the 3 off target. LA's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Outside, Bane. Three-pointer. Connects from three-point range. Bane's got 11 points.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Takes it out to Covington. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And guys, George puts pressure on an opponent at both ends of the court. Lockdown D at one, aggressive to get his own at the other.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Morant with the screen on Covington. Jackson misses. Clippers leading by 11. The 3 from George. And the Clippers miss again. The Grizzlies have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Bane with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Brooks. Here's Adams. Goes back up. Outside for Jackson. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Down low. And Covington gets it to go on the assist by George.
A smart offensive player. I like watching Covington get interior positioning and look to score.
Payne for 3. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George finds Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here's Morant. He's got 14. He gets that one.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Wall against Bane. Now here is George. Tight defense on him. And that one is off. Bane drives in. Lays it up off the glass. Bane's got 13 points.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Los Angeles leading by 11 on the court for Memphis to start the 4th. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Here's Brooks. And the rejection by Zubac. Ball against Bain. Outside for George. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Bain, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bain's got 11 in the second half. And for the Clippers, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Ball passes to George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
Both shots good from the stripe. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Brooks. He's covered by Leonard. Brooks kicks to Bain. The dish to Adams. Back to Bain. Memphis moving it around. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, and he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
George way outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Los Angeles leading by 11. Left side, Leonard. Outside for George. Los Angeles with another miss.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Payne for 3, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Wall. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Bain. To the middle. And that one is good from Zubac.
And time again, Wall puts himself in a position to attack. Just a great job of creating offense for himself or his teammates.
The 3 from Morant. Paul George with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Grizzlies ball.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 13. Jackson from long range. Here's Bain. That one doesn't drop. George with the defensive effort. Wall passes to George. Outside Leonard. Releases. George, no good.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his time.
Now, here's Morant for 3. And another miss by Memphis.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
In the corner, George with it. This one for 3. The shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Payne for 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. Los Angeles leading by 13. From deep, George trains it from beyond the arc. George has got 23.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generate. Oh my goodness, the slam!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And that one's good, Morant.
John Morant was a great player, but he became a star once he learned how to dominate pick and rolls.
Outside, Covington. Wall finds George. Zubac with the screen for George. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Well, head to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
And the second free throw, good.
Taking 3 shots.
And he makes all 3. Memphis has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Morant with it. Now Covington defending. That one good for 2.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score will look way closer than how this game actually played out.
Back to George. Launches it. That shot missing. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Payne for three. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Outside, George. Here's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Clippers lead by 17.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home